Today we are going to discuss this picture which I uploaded some days back. As you can see in this picture, there is a man and then there is a door with a no vacancy board. If you understand the scenario, no vacancy is not a personal weakness. No vacancy is something that can happen to anyone. Now first, I will be discussing some common stories that you all wrote, and then I will be discussing how to approach the picture. So some of you have written stories where the man is coming late for the interview. Now the picture does not show that you are coming late, but some of you are still writing that the man has come late. What does it show about you? That you might be having some sort of self-blaming tendency. This is why for a scenario which is not related to you, you are blaming yourself that you have come late. Some students write that he went for the interview, but he failed in the interview. Again, the picture does not talk about failure, but if you are writing failure, what have you done? You have again blamed yourself for the situation. So that means somewhere you might be having a lot of self-blaming tendencies. And in WAT, you might be writing a lot of personal statements which can confirm this, okay? Some of you are writing stories like, he's a mechanical engineer, he went for one job, there was no job, he found a software engineering job and started doing the job. So you have very easily changed your career without having a different common goal. So that is also not fine. It is very similar to, you wanted to eat roti, you didn't get roti, you ate rice. No. Some of you have written, he went for one company, no job, he went for second company. You went to buy lace from one shop, it was closed, you bought lace from other shop. So you're not supposed to write like this. Whenever a picture is shown to you, you just have to remember three things, okay? The first thing is, you have to write something which is goal-oriented. Whatever goal you were having from the beginning, it should be there. The second thing is, try to act responsible. Don't only think about yourself. And the third thing is, write something practical. So whenever you come across negative pictures, remember, negative pictures are the easiest. They are the easiest because you know the problem and you know that you only have to solve the problem. But if you want to be more effective, do not solve the problem only for yourself. Solve the problem for everybody, collectively. So you can write things like, the man who does not get the job can take the time as an opportunity to upgrade himself. For example, you can write, he's an architect, maybe he learns interior designing, maybe he's a software engineer, he learns some courses. But at that time also, you at least write a line that he's also encouraging his classmates to do the same. You can also become an entrepreneur and generate employment because that will be very good. You're solving problems for everybody. But then be an entrepreneur which is practical. Don't write that he was a graduate, he was having financial problems. Then he opens a hospital because that is very impractical. However, you can start online things. You can write something where you are also acting as a medium, providing jobs, having a connection with companies, having connection with students. You can also write how you're using the time. For example, let's say you teach for some time. Let's say you use your hobby for some time. Like some of you might already be doing this right now. While preparing for defense, many people tend to do some extra things also, not only for money, they are also doing it to upgrade themselves. Some of you are also doing it to pursue your hobbies. One of my students was a software engineer and a painter. She was selling her paintings in a website that she herself made. Some students are teaching, some students are doing some extra work. So you remember that use the time, use this failure, this challenge also as an opportunity and help everybody, not only yourself. Be responsible also. So remember three things: practicality, responsibility and goal-oriented behavior. So that's it. Jai Hind.